Meet Sean and Jane. They both work in the marketing department for a rising direct-to-consumer cosmetic brand. On paper, they have the exact same resources, the same budget, and the same target audience. But their results couldn't be more different. Sean is a grinder. He tries the standard performance marketing tactics. When that stalls, he pivots to influencer campaigns. When that yields nothing, he pivots again to on-ground brand activations. Months of exhausting work and absolutely nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, Jane takes a different approach. She quietly focuses on building a local, tight-knit community of students from their exact target demographic. Within weeks, she finds immediate, compounding success. Her campaigns go viral. Sales skyrocket. Sean is exhausted, frustrated, and feeling completely defeated. During a coffee break, he finally vents to Jane. He says, "I work just as hard as you do, Jane. Probably harder. I'm just unlucky. Everything I touch just stalls out. You're incredibly successful because, honestly, you just got really lucky with that student demographic." Jane stops, looks at him, and says something that completely shatters his worldview. She says, "Sean, I'm not lucky. I created my own luck, and I did it using 6 specific principles." What Jane understands, and what Sean doesn't, is that most people treat luck like a magical spell that either hits you or doesn't, and risk like a trap you just hope to avoid. But that's simply not true. You can actually engineer your own luck, and you can systematically dismantle risk. By the end of this video, you are going to know Jane's 6 principles for creating luck, the 4 distinct levels of luck that govern the universe, and the 4 hidden flavors of risk that are secretly destroying your potential. Let's start with Jane's playbook. How exactly do you create your own luck? Jane broke it down into 6 highly actionable ways. Number 1 is the proximity principle. If you want to get luckier, you have to spend more time near the people who are already doing what you want to do. Luck is contagious, but it only spreads through proximity. Go to meetups in your field. Volunteer at industry events. Join niche online communities. Say yes to coffee with interesting people. You have to put yourself in the blast radius of opportunity. Number 2, talk to strangers. This isn't as weird as it sounds. As kids, we are strictly taught not to talk to strangers to stay safe. But as adults, we eventually realize that talking to strangers is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Say hi to the person in line behind you. Ask a genuine question. Give a compliment. Many of life's absolute best opportunities, partnerships, and breakthroughs start with a simple, "Hey, how's it going?" Number 3, embrace rejection. The luckiest people you know have been rejected way more times than most people have even tried. There is a creator named Gabriella Carr who made this her entire life strategy. She literally carries around a notebook titled 1000 No's and tracks every single rejection she collects. By aiming for rejection, you remove the fear of failure, and you massively increase the sheer volume of your attempts. Number 4, know what you're looking for. Luck simply cannot find you if you don't know what you want. What kind of opportunity are you seeking? What kind of people do you want to be around? What kind of life are you actually trying to build? When you finally know what you're aiming for, your brain activates its reticular activating system, and you suddenly start seeing doors and pathways you would have otherwise walked right blindly past. If you don't know the answers to these questions, open a journal today and figure it out. Number 5, be a connector. Opportunities have a very funny way of flowing right back to the person who creates them for others. Be the person who makes the introductions. Host the dinners. Start the group chat. When you step up and become the hub of a network, luck naturally gravitates toward you because you are the one facilitating the flow of value. And number 6, always have a project in motion. It doesn't have to be a massive, world-changing company. It can be a simple side hustle, a new idea, or just a weird topic you're trying to figure out on the weekends. You just need something you can point to and say, "This is what I'm working on." A project acts like a magnet for other people's interest and resources. Now, Jane's 6 principles are incredibly powerful, But they aren't just random tips. They actually map perfectly onto a deeper, foundational framework originally popularized by investor Mark Andreessen. To truly master the game, you need to understand that Jane's actions are just ways to climb the 4 levels of luck. Level 1 is blind luck. You're just sitting around and lightning strikes. You're born healthy, or someone hands you a winning raffle ticket. You didn't do anything to earn it. It's great when it happens, but you absolutely cannot build a life strategy around it. Level 2 is motion. This is exactly what Jane was doing when she started talking to strangers and embracing rejection. This is where the phrase, "fortune favors the bold," comes from. You increase your odds simply by taking action. You're running around, kicking up dust, and increasing the surface area for a lucky chance encounter. As the saying goes, you'll never stumble onto something good while sitting down. Level 3 is the prepared mind. This level is where Jane, knowing what she is looking for, comes into play. Luck favors the prepared. You notice a lucky break because you have the background and the context to actually understand it. When Alexander Fleming saw mold killing bacteria in a petri dish, the mold falling was an accident. But it was his meticulously prepared mind that recognized it as penicillin, a discovery that changed the course of human history. Level 4 is reputational luck. At this ultimate level, luck finds you. If you are known as the best deep-sea diver in the entire world, you can just sit on your couch, doing absolutely nothing, and eventually the phone will ring. Someone will call you to help them retrieve a sunken treasure they found off the coast. When you build a public reputation for being incredibly good at what you do, by being a connector and always having a project in motion, opportunities will literally hunt you down. So, Jane mastered the levels of luck. But what exactly went wrong with Sean? Sean worked hard. He put in the hours. But Sean failed because he fundamentally misunderstood the second half of the equation. He misunderstood risk. People think risk is jumping out of an airplane without a parachute or putting your entire life savings into a volatile cryptocurrency. Those are obvious risks. And because they are obvious, we usually take heavy precautions to mitigate them. We use instructors, we hedge our bets. It's not the obvious risks that destroy your career. It's the hidden risks. There are 4 flavors of hidden risk that you need to be aware of. Flavor 1 is the risk of mediocrity. When starting a business or a new campaign, like Sean did, most people desperately fear crashing and burning. But failing fast is fine. You learn a lesson, you get a good story, and you move on. The real, terrifying risk is mediocrity. It's building something, or staying in a job, or running a marketing campaign that is just okay. It's not bad enough to clearly fail, but it's nowhere near good enough to be amazing. Mediocrity secretly robs you of your most valuable, non-renewable asset, your time. Flavor 2 is the risk of playing it safe. There is a massive, silent risk in not taking enough risk. You have to ask yourself, if I keep doing things exactly the way I am doing them right now, safely inside my comfort zone, am I actually on a trajectory to reach my ultimate dream? If the answer is no, then the safety you are clinging to today is actively putting your future success at massive risk. Flavor 3 is the eyes wide shut risk. This happens when you confidently assume something is completely safe, so you bet the house on it without looking closer. Think of the 2008 global financial crisis. People thought mortgage-backed securities were the safest bet on earth. They went in with their eyes wide shut. You have to constantly audit your life and ask, what am I assuming is perfectly safe right now that might actually be a disaster waiting to happen? Flavor 4 is categorical risk. In business, you need to know exactly what kind of risk you're taking before you start. There is market risk. Are you building a brand new social app and just hoping and praying people actually want it? Then there is executional risk. Are you buying an existing, profitable, cash-flowing business and betting that you can just run the operations more efficiently? And there is technical risk. Are you trying to engineer a robotic pizza chef where the only real question is, can you actually get the machine to work? Sean failed because he kept taking on massive market risk without realizing it, throwing tactics at the wall without a community to support it. While Jane took executional risk, building a reliable local community step by step. They say that in extremely snowy environments, the locals have dozens of different words for snow. They don't just see white, fluffy stuff. They see nuances because they need that vocabulary to survive the elements. Well, if you are an entrepreneur, a creator, or just someone trying to build a great life, you need that exact same nuance. You need the vocabulary to survive. You can't just think of luck and risk as magic and danger. You have to see the 6 actionable ways to generate your own breaks. You have to recognize whether you are relying on blind luck or building toward reputational luck. And you have to spot the hidden traps of mediocrity and playing it safe before they drain your time. The goal is never to sit back and wait for the magic, and it's certainly not to hide from the danger. The goal is to deeply understand exactly what game you're playing so you can tip the odds permanently in your favor.